Hello, I'm back with another video. This is for an Etsy order to show how I package things up, just to give you an idea on things if you're not really sure. If you have an Etsy shop and you have things to package up and ship out, or you want to give a special gift, I have some ideas on how to package small things, and I'm always switching it up to make it better. I do watch videos of my recipients to see where can I improve, where are they struggling with. That way I can make it easier for them to open. Obviously this is for Lorie. She is very special. She's a repeat customer. So I switched it up a little bit because I usually make like a bag with pockets and fill everything in there. This time I switched it up, but I'll share what she ordered first. She ordered the, sorry, it's early morning. I haven't quite had my coffee yet. This is the picture wheel, and this is by Tim Holtz, the Alterations. And let's see, I'll put the number in the description. But yeah, she ordered these. She ordered 2 sets of these, and I started packaging them in the CD holders, so it makes it really nice. And let me see if I can take this out. And I had all these little bits already made up, and I had exactly 2 sets, so I thought that's perfect. So this is like a little vase die that I have, and I did cut that out of embossed tracing paper, and then this band here is just tracing paper, and I had these little flowers made up, so I just stuck it in there and glued it on. So, and then this here, so she wouldn't struggle opening. I just recently did a Happy Mail video where I was gifted a lot of amazing items, and I used these that came in my Happy Mail. They're the hook and loop dots. Amazing. They really work, and that's what I did here. Just glued it on the tracing paper so that she can open that and use that whole thing in another item. And then on the inside, basically the picture wheels are in here, and I call her Miss Pink Thing because she orders everything pink, which is awesome. I have a drawer with her name on it. It's reserved for Lorie. I just cut a piece of cardstock to fit inside that CD holder, just to give it a decorative on the outside. Hopefully she can use that in another project. So that's that. There's 2 of those. Let's see if I can slide this back in here. And then I always have my information on a half file folder. I have all my labels I make myself. That way, and I've heard, and I've gotten many comments where this gets set aside for a period of time, and then when they go back to it, they know where they got it from and what's in there. So there's 2 of those. And then she ordered these are the scalloped circles, I believe they're called. It's by Sizzix. It's kind of like a nesting die. Yeah, scallop circles. And I will put all that information in the description for you if you want to get this die. It's a really cool die. It has 7 different sizes. And this is just my packaging, how I do that. And the dies were too big to to leave them all, so I just alternated colors when I cut it out. It's just a visual for me, how many I have, and when I go to cut it out. So basically, yeah, I can, no, I'm not going to open this one, but they're on, each individual one is on a piece of poster board that I get from Dollar Tree, and it's a little bit bigger than the actual die itself. And then I have a heat sealer that I seal that in, so they're all in their own little pockets in case, like, say you're only using this one and these get set aside. Excuse me. They will stay nice until you get to use them. So that's that. And then this one here is the Lace Hearts by Spellbinders. I love this die. If you look on my Etsy and you see the price reflects time spent on making these. It's a very intricate die. There's quite a few. You get, let's see if I can show you a photo of how many you get. Sorry. Yeah, this is my sample. This is what I put in my binder, so I know when somebody orders, this is exactly what they get. You get 6 heart dies. There's 3 of the large, 3 of the small, and they're exactly how they are here. And then you get 2 4x4 squares with this intricate piece in the center, so that could be used for something to decorate with, a pocket or whatever. You get 8 keys, and the keys, when I first gave her this set, I just die cut these out of 65-pound paper, and then I really wasn't happy with them, but I had to get her order to her. So what I've done is I've doubled up the paper. So I glue 2 65-pound together, let that dry, and then I die cut it out. So it gives it a much stronger key, and the same with these little accent pieces, which I love those. Those are doubled up as well, so they have some stability to them, and they really look nice. And I have them on her packaging here. So if you see the price on there and you're like, wow, that's a lot, it takes a lot of time to make all of these. So, but they're beautiful. You get a total of, well, it'll say on my packaging here, you get 32 items. So you get 6 hearts, 2 squares, 8 keys, and 18 of these accent pieces, which I love. And I used it to decorate her her package here. I'm sure she'll do a video on all of this, but so I just used the CD holder to house everything, and I was happy that all of my hearts and my squares fit in there, because basically this, I think this is 5x5 or a little bit under, so that worked out really well. And then I had cut out a couple extra of the accent pieces, and I just glued them in the corner here. But you can see with the 2 65-pound paper glued together, it gives it some dimension. So, and then I just took one of my scrap pieces of tracing paper, ran it through my embossing folder, and used it for a belly band. So that's just tacked down. There's a poster board behind that, just a little bit larger than the CD holder, and that's what's glued to this other embossed paper. These, I'm sure she's gonna die. These are envelopes, and I used this die here for the envelope. This is by Hero Arts, and there's the number there. Love this little envelope. It is so cute, and it's been making a lot of them. I have a whole bin of them now, just so that I can grab them. It's a Thinlit die, and it's super cute. Even the flowers, I love everything about this. And this is my sample. This is how, after I get a new die set, how I set it up, so that I can look at it at a glance and see, is there anything that would work in my project, how big it is, and all of that. And then these, I keep them in these sleeves, and then I keep them in a binder. So there's that. And then the butterfly I used is in this Spellbinders set. You get a couple different sizes, no, 3 different butterflies. And it comes with the intricate part, which is what I used on the envelope. I first cut the envelope out, then I lined this up in the center, opened up the envelope, cut that out, and then I stuck a piece of decorative paper, glued it on the inside. So that worked really well. But if you use this die, it has the intricate part where you can just use that piece, which I love, and there's 3 different styles. And then it has the outer part that actually cuts it out. So you can use, I mean, there's so many different options there. And then it has the actual body piece. There's 2 sizes, one for the big and one for the smaller. So I really love this die. I get my favorites for a while. But I know that Lorie likes pink, and she likes butterflies, so, and she likes lace. So that's how I decorated that. Excuse me. In here are the keys and the accent pieces. I split them up so that they weren't, the envelopes weren't too bulky, and I know that she would use these in other projects. And this paper here is that paper there. So you just see little bits of, it's got pink in it behind. So that's how I did that. Slide this back in here. And I have my information on the back. And these are just, this is just thin cardstock, and I have a die that I cut these out of. Actually, I'll grab it. It's a really old red die. And if anyone is interested, I know I have these in my shop in my Christmas everything category, where you can get these. They're just half folders. That's it right here. But if you're interested in me putting these with regular solid cardstock colors, just message me and I'll make a listing for it. But yeah, I like all the old stuff too. But it works out perfect. So after my customer uses everything, if they wanted, they could use this collage on it and use it in other projects. I've seen Gail do that, and that's what it's intended for, to reuse everything I put in these packaging, with hopes that it can be reused. Okay, there's that. I noticed that I have an abundance of this stationery that I got from my dollar spot store. I have stacks of these. And I use them to write my thank you notes. I actually cut them in half, I think at 4.5, so I get 2 sections. So I will have these for quite a while, but I noticed that Lorie really liked these last time she got one of these little note cards. I think she got this top part here. So I pulled out, I believe, a dozen and just packaged them up for her so that she could use them in her projects or whatever. So there's that. And then this is a piece of vintage embossed wallpaper. I only have a little bit left. I'm going to share a piece of that with her. And it's kind of like a good size where you could use it, you know, in a journal, like as a piece, or cut it in two and make two pockets out of it. And then I made her a little name tag, and I recently found out that her least favorite color is brown. So from now on, I'm just going to make it rain pink, and that's it. And I made her For You tag, which goes in just about every order, pink. And I use the rosebud on her stuff now, so I've been strictly just using the rosebud. This is Memento. And then this tag here, I just made a big tag. I just wanted it to be pretty and simple, so I did that, and then used some of my what is this called, seam binding I get from, I think it's My Scrap Cabin. I just got a bunch. Yeah, love this stuff. She has beautiful colors. Love it. I still love it. So there's that. Oh, and I made her a, let me clear my throat, sorry. So sorry. I made her a card. I'm getting, so I really like this little process. I'm getting better, but I know she likes roses. So I've got her note in there. And then this is a huge rose stamp that I have. It's a wooden stamp. There's no name on it. I'm not really sure. A couple towns away, we have like a indoor flea market antique kind of place, and there was a lady in there selling up, stamping up stuff. She had tons and tons, but she had other stamps too, and I got this for 50 cents, this stamp here, and I love it. You never know until you get home and then you stamp it, like the details. It's gorgeous. So I just stamped that card there, and this is just a set from the dollar store. And then I just put this down on my stamping platform and put a piece of paper underneath, and then just stamped it there. So that's her card. Hopefully she can use that in other projects. And then instead of making her a bag, I made her like a 2-pocket folio. And I used this Tonic Studios Keepsake Bookmaker die set. I'm kind of liking this right now. Yeah, it makes like a little, let's see if I can grab this out. I got a sample. You can cut little booklets like that. And then you can stack them together and then sew them in here, and that would be your signature. So I will okay, I'll do that later. And I just put a piece of I've got a lot of little bits of lace and stuff, and I just tied a piece of that around. I didn't want to make anything permanent because I didn't know what she was going to do with it. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that I thought this was really pretty. The other side is really busy. It's right here. And then I have a lot of bits of this lace. I had just enough to do her pockets. So I put 2 pockets in and I covered up the busy, you can see it in the background. And then with this die, it has the actual booklet part, and then it has the centerpiece. Like this part is this part here, which it doesn't cut right here. It makes that little hinged booklet part, and then the next size up will make your insert. So it's pretty cool. And it has different sizes, so you can make any size with here. Probably I should cut out these this memories for her. I don't think I've cut that out, so I'm gonna leave that out, and I might slide that in there. So I just basically covered the scraps that I have. This was all out of one piece of 12 by 12 for the outside and the pockets, and then the inside I just used white cardstock. So I made her a couple of these. Here I have that die. The sun is starting to come around, so I gotta hurry up. So it'll be in my eyeballs. And I'm not sure, I'll have to put, I'll put the everything about all of these dies in the description. I didn't pull those out. This is, I believe, called a wedding collection. Wedding collection by Spellbinders. That I do have in my shop. You can order it any color, but I made these 3 for her, just little bits so that she could use them in projects. So I'm gonna slide those back in there. And then I have this house die. I'm not gonna, no, I don't have it out. But I'll put the information in about this house die. But there's a large and a small, and I did pink for her. These are really cute. Then I have this. It's by Sizzix. It's kind of like it's really cool. Their frame's ornate, but I've had it a really long time and I hardly ever use it. I need to make a bunch of these and have them in my stash to give out. It's really cool because it's like embossed and then it cuts. So, and you get both of those pieces in one die. So I did one in the white for her and one in the pink. And these are the shapes. If I can get that apart. There we go. Really cool. There's a lot of detail. And you basically just use it like an embossing folder, the same setup, depending on your machine. Maybe I'll do some of those on camera to share it, but they're really cool, very detailed. And then the inside frame pieces, in case she wanted to use them, I saved those, put them in this little envelope. This is another one of those envelopes, and I die cut a rose out from the same die. It's this rose right here, and then I cut another one out of the paper here, and then just glued it in. But I saved the little bits that go in there in case you needed them, and I made this little envelope for them with a little note, so that she would know what they're for. So that's that in there. And then I did the same thing, cut a heart out, and then of the envelope, and then cut another heart out of the decorative paper and glued that on top. And basically what I did was you cut the heart out first, then you, and this is all before you put the envelope together, then you glue a piece of paper on the inside just big enough for this square. Then once that's glued in, you can glue your heart on top. So I love doing that. I'm gonna do a lot of these. But I basically just filled it up with hearts, pink hearts, different sizes. And where'd my paper go? Oh, it's right here. Oopsie. Take those off. Different sizes, and then some of the smaller hearts are the ones that came out of making this set here, because there's hearts in the middle. So I usually save those and add those in there. And then I had this little bread tab. I have that die. I believe it's Tim Holtz. It's on with other stuff, but I had that in pink, so I thought I'd put that in there for her. So that's that. That's a white heart. So she'll have a bunch of... I was trying to think of a way to make something that she would open and it would explode pink stuff to make it rain pink stuff, but no, I'll be nice. All right, so hopefully I definitely am gonna cut this out because I haven't used this yet, so I'm not really sure. It's probably just a delicate thing, and I might have to glue it onto a frame for her. So we'll see, but I'm gonna include that in. Hopefully she can use this in another project. It's the same in the front as on the back. I thought about putting something here, but I'll just leave it, and then she could use this in other projects. So, and there's enough room in the center where you can sew it into a signature, into a journal. So that's that. That is my share on packaging and orders and all that good stuff. So hope everybody has a good day. Thank you to all my new subscribers for leaving me a thumbs up and for leaving me a brief comment. I appreciate it. All right, take care. Bye.